The Razzie nominations. Let's take a look at them, because they can be pretty funny. I'm just gonna do this in the same style I did the Oscars one. I'll probably edit all together. I'll edit around the boring parts. Okay. Let's see. Worst picture. First off, we have... Oh, I've actually seen all these. I think that's probably a first. First we have Gaudi, which is Gaudi's something else. Is... So Gaudi is... Let me just... Gaudi is terribly acted. It's not well shot. The music. It's scored by Pitbull. Not It's not a case of, oh, there's Pitbull rapping in this film. No, the musical score is composed by Pitbull. Jesus, Joanna Sedia would love this movie. What else? I think I really have. I don't have to say any more. Actually, it was composed by Pitbull. That's the level of quality you have to expect from Gotti. The script sucks. There's plenty of so bad it's good moments in the film. It's mostly pretty boring though. Credit where it's due. John Travolta had like a couple moments of good acting. The hair and makeup was all really good. It's a bad movie. It's a really bad movie. Next we have The Happy Time Murders. I talked about this briefly in my review of Holmes and Watson, and it's terrible. Melissa McCarthy gives a career worst performance. Everyone in the film's terrible. Maya Rudolph sucked, to my surprise. Um, what else? It's a terribly shot movie. The comedy all falls flat. The mystery is predictable. It sucks. I hate it. And speaking of the other videos I've discussed, The Happy Time Murders and Holmes and Watson, I've done a full video on this movie, and I'll link it in the description. But long story short, to sum it up, I think it should win this nomination. Robin Hood. I could have done a full video on Robin Hood actually, but it's Robin Hood. You've got a great cast. You've got a capable director, because he made an episode of Black Mirror that I like. You have all of the stuff there to make a good movie, but then you write one of the worst scripts. All of the acting sucks. There's no interesting characters. The writing is terrible. The music is awful. The film looks like garbage. It's incompetent. It deserves this nomination. Winchester is a bad movie. I think it feels out of place when lumped next to these other movies. It's still bad. It's still really bad. Helen Mirren's great in the film. There's some good moments with her. There's some good scripting with her. The costume design overall was pretty good. But the film is so unbelievably ridiculous and over the top that it's so funny to watch. Uh, I could go into like detail. Nick Spheres has a good video on it. I'll link that in the description as well, actually. But no, this movie sucks. The one thing I will say that Nick's didn't, um, the film's one of those like, oh, this is based on a true story things, and there's an earthquake that happened in the true story. So in this movie, they just blame it on ghosts. I'm not even kidding. That's a real thing. Um, One of the funniest last like 20 minutes of a movie of the year. Yeah, it's bad. I hope Holmes and Watson wins. I'd be happy with a Happy Time Murders and Robin Hood mainly as well. Golly sucks, but it's not as bad as those. And Winchester, I can think of so many worse movies to nominate. Let's go to Worst Actress. Jennifer Garner for Peppermint. I didn't see it. I'm gonna see it. It looked kind of bad. Amber Heard for London Fields. London Fields looked actually pretty good, in my opinion, but I guess it wasn't. Melissa McCarthy for The Happy Time Murders and Life of the Party. Life of the Party is a bad movie that's elevated by Melissa McCarthy, in my opinion, and yeah, The Happy Time Murders, she was bad in that. Helen Mirren in Winchester, she was the best thing about Winchester. I think they just nominated her. There were so many worse performances you could have put there. You could have put, like, Joey King for Slenderman, or Jazz Sinclair for Slenderman, Storm Reed for A Wrinkle in Time. I can think of them off the top of my head. You couldn't think of those? Amanda Seyfried for The Clapper, I didn't see it. Hopefully I see more of the worst actors, though. Okay, worst actor. Johnny Depp as in Sherlock Gnomes. I didn't see it, and I probably won't. Who knows? Will Ferrell in Holmes and Watson. Actually, we just gone from Sherlock Gnomes to Sherlock Holmes. Also, before I go off of Sherlock Gnomes, actually, I have seen some stuff from it. It doesn't look incompetent. I'll give it that. Speaking of incompetent, Will Ferrell for Holmes and Watson. Again, I discussed his performance in that video, but he was atrocious. He was awful. John Travolta in Gotti. Yeah, he had his good moments in the film, but overall, yeah, he was bad. Uh, don't. This is real. Donald J. Trump as himself, and then it's two documentaries. What? What on? You know, I can't with this. And then after that, you just have Bruce Willis for Death Wish. Death Wish is a bad movie, but he was like one of the few things about it that I did like. Worst supporting actress, Kellyanne Conway. What is with this? Melania Trump? What's going on? What's happening? Oh, there's Jans. Okay, there's Jazz Sinclair for Slenderman. Yep, one of the worst performances of the year, no doubt about it. Kelly Preston for Gotti, she sucked. And speaking of sucking, 50 Shades Freed, didn't see it. And yeah, Marcia Gay Harden. That's an unfortunate name. Marcia Gay Harden starred in 50 Shades Freed. That's unfortunate. Also, Jazz Sinclair should win for that one. I forgot to say who I think should. I'll just do it at the end, actually. Okay. Because I'm going to edit all around this anyways. Worst supporting actor. Okay. Jamie Foxx for Robin Hood. Yeah, he sucked. Imagine going from being a great supporting actor in Baby Driver to going to Robin Hood. Oh boy. Ludacris in Show Dogs. Was he the support? I thought he was the main character. I haven't seen Show Dogs. Um, based off the trailers, I can judge it though. Yeah. Joe McHale in the Happy Time Murders, atrocious. John C. Reilly in Holmes and Watson, atrocious. Justice Smith in Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, he was pretty bad. He wasn't the worst though. Okay, worst screen combo. Let's see. Any two actors are puppets, especially in those creepy sex scenes. The Happy Time Murders, yep. Johnny Depp and his fast-fading film career in Jordan, yep. Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly for Holmes and Watson, yeah, definitely. Kelly Preston and John Travolta for Gotti, yep. And what is with this? I don't like Donald Trump, but Donald J. Trump and his self-perpetuating pettiness. Like, mood, but at the same time, what is happening? Worst remake, ripoff, or sequel. Death of a Nation remake of Hillary's America. That's great. Death Wish, it was bad. One of the better, so bad it's good movies of the year. Holmes and Watson, yep. It exists. It's a terrible movie. The Meg, I haven't talked about The Meg. I might do a video on just like the bad blockbustery movies of 2018. The Meg, I'll go in. If I do that, I'll go into full thoughts there, but The Meg is bad. The Meg's bad. Rip-off of Jaws. Yeah, but aren't most shark movies rip-offs of Jaws, though? Robin Hood. Yeah, Robin Hood was bad. Worst director. Ethan Cohen for Holmes and Watson. Yep, I'd be fine with. These are all just the same as Worst Picture, except with 50 Shades Freed. None of these movies were remotely well directed. Winchester, you could see they were trying. Gotti has a couple visually appealing shots. Happy Time Murders and Holmes and Watson, visually are terrible movies though. So yeah. Worst screenplay. I've talked about all these movies. Okay, we're moving on. Okay, that's it. Yep, that's all of them. So what do I think should win for each one? Worst picture, obviously Holmes and Watson, for many reasons I've discussed in the past. Worst actress, Melissa McCarthy. She was terrible in the Happy Time Murders. Worst actor, Will Ferrell, without a doubt in my mind. Worst supporting actress, Jazz Sinclair for Slenderman. I didn't expect to see her nominated, but I'm so happy she was because she gave one of the worst performances of the year. Worst supporting actor, that's actually hard. No, it's not hard. John C. Riley's there. Worst screen combo, um, Will Ferrell and John C. Riley, definitely. Worst remake, ripoff, or sequel, Holmes and Watson. Worst director, Ethan Cohen, definitely. Worst screenplay. Wait, worst screenplay, Holmes and Watson wasn't nominated. Wow, that only just hit me. In which case, I'd have to give it to the Happy Time Murders then, because it's terrible.